Hello, in this video we are going to evaluate this without making use of a calculator. We have 6 power 8 plus 6 power m divided by 6 power m plus 1, and this equals 36. So what we are going to do is, let's have our square root here. We have 6 power 8 plus 6 power m divided by 6 power m plus 1, and this equals 36. So what we can do is to take the squares of both sides of this equation. By doing that here, the square root here will be cancelled by the square here, and we have 6 power 8 plus 6 power m divided by 6 power m plus 1, and this equals 36. Here is a perfect square, so we have 6 power 2 all to the power of 2. So at this point, we make use of this identity. If you have a power n all to the power of n, this equals a power n times n. So you multiply these two exponents. That means we are going to multiply 2 times 2, and this will give us 6 power 4. So we now have 6 power 8 plus 6 power m divided by, we have 6 power m plus 1, and this equals 6 power 4. The next thing is for us to cross multiply. Recall, this is divided by 1. So if we cross multiply, that means we are going to have 6 to the power of 4 times 6 to the power of m plus 1. Then we have this equals 6 to the power of 8 plus 6 to the power of m. So at this point, the next thing we are going to do is we can multiply this out. We have 6 to the power of 4 times 6 power m plus 6 to the power of 4, and this equals 6 to the power of 8 plus 6 to the power of m. So what next can we do? Let's move this 6 to the power of m over to this part of this equation. We are going to have 6 to the power of 4 times 6 to the power of m. Then we have minus 6 to the power of m, and this equals 6 to the power of 8. We can as well move this over to this part of this equation. We have minus 6 to the power of 4. So at this point, we have 6 to the power of m here, we have 6 to the power of m here. We can factor that out, and we divide this, that is 6 to the power of 4 times 6 to the power of m, by 6 to the power of m. We are going to have 6 to the power of 4. Then we have minus, if we divide 6 to the power of m by 6 to the power of m, we are going to have 1. This equals, this is 6 to the power of 8. We can rewrite this as 6 to the power of 4 plus 4. Then we have minus 6 to the power of 4. We go again. If you have a to the power of n plus m, this equals a to the power of n times a to the power of n. Let's apply this identity right here. That means we are going to have, let's recopy this, 6 to the power of m into 6 to the power of 4 minus 1. This equals, if we apply this identity right here, we are going to have 6 to the power of 4 times, we have 6 to the power of 4, then we have minus 6 to the power of 4. So we have 6 to the power of m into 6 to the power of 4 minus 1, and this equals, we have 6 to the power of 4 here, we have 6 to the power of 4 here. We can factor that out. Then if we divide this by 6 to the power of 4, we are going to have 6 to the power of 4. Then we divide 6 to the power of 4 by 6 to the power of 4. We are going to have 1. Remember, there is a negative sign here. So at this point, we have 6 to the power of 4 minus 1, and we have 6 to the power of 4 minus 1. So they can cancel out. So what we are left with is 6 to the power of m equals 6 to the power of 4. Now, if you have a to the power of c, and this equals a to the power of d, that means c equals d. by comparing the exponents since the bases are the same. So if we apply this identity right here, that means we are going to compare these two exponents. So therefore we have m equals 4. So we can go ahead and check if this answer here will satisfy the equation. So we have check. So let's recopy the problem. Recall we had the square root of 6 to the power of 8 plus 6 to the power of m. Then we have divided by 6 to the power of m plus 1, and this equals 36. So we have our m equals 4 from what we have solved. So we are going to replace this m with 4. That means we are going to have the square root of 6 to the power of 8 plus 6 to the power of 4, that is m, divided by 6 to the power of 4 plus 1, and this equals 36. That's what we are going to find out. At this point, we can rewrite this 6 to the power of 8 as, let's have the square root of 6 to the power of 4 plus 4, because 4 plus 4 is 8, have plus 6 to the power of 4 divided by 6 to the power of 4 plus 1, and this equals 36. So we go again. We apply, if you have a to the power of n plus m, this equals a to the power of n times a to the power of m. We apply this identity right here. That means we are going to have the square root of 6 to the power of 4 times 6 to the power of 4 plus 6 to the power of 4 we have divided by 6 to the power of 4 plus 1, and this equals 36. That's what we are going to find out. Then we have 6 to the power of 4 here, and we have 6 to the power of 4 here. We can factor that out. So we have square root of, we have 6 to the power of 4 into, if you divide the whole of this by 6 to the power of 4, you are going to have 6 to the power of 4, we have plus 1, divided by, here we have 6 to the power of 4 plus 1 as well. So this can cancel this. So what we have left is, remember this is equating 36. What we have left is simply the square root of 6 to the power of 4. And we are finding if this will give us 36. So if you have the square root of a, this equals, you can write it as a to the power of 1 over 2. So if we apply this identity right here, that means the square root of 6 to the power of 4 simply means we can write it as 6 to the power of 4 or to the power of 1 over 2. And we need to find if this will give us 36. So if you multiply this out, the exponent, we are going to have 6 to the power of 4 divided by 2. And 4 divided by 2 is 2, so we have 6 to the power of 2. And this equals 36, because 6 to the power of 2 is simply 36, and this equals 36. So that means m equals 4 actually satisfies the equation, this answer here. So that is it for the video. We have solved and we have proven that the answer is correct. Thank you and goodbye.